Good morning, everybody. It's Mrs. Novoselsky again. So we are checking in on our beans and our rice and whatever else we threw in. I wasn't expecting much to happen last night. It's just been overnight. But so nothing's happening. Everything is just exactly like it was yesterday. But one thing I want to do is remember we put some of the navy beans in the water. And I was reading on the internet last night that might not work. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to cover the navy beans with a paper towel. So I just took a paper towel and a piece of yarn that I had, or string, or a rubber band, anything you have around the house that you could tie it on. You might need help on this part. It's a little hard even for me. So I'm going to tie it on like that. I'm going to use a bow. You could use a knot. You could just tie it around once. Doesn't really matter. So then I'm going to pour the water off, and I'm going to do it right through the paper towel so that the beans don't escape. I'm going to pour it into a bowl because my computer isn't by the sink. So I'm just going to tip it over. See how the water is coming out into the bowl? I'm going to go like that. Okay, let's see what the navy beans are doing. The navy beans are stuck there on the bottom. See them there? Okay, so then what I read on the internet said to tip them over in a bowl like this. So they're kind of upside down. They're in there. And then it says to check them every once in a while to make sure that they're moist. So they're a little bit wet. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm actually going to take this little bit of water from the navy beans and just pour a little tiny bit in these other two jars just to make sure they also stay moist. If it gets dry, they definitely won't grow. But you don't want them to be too wet either. That's what I was reading last night. So this is just an experiment. Oops, I put a little bit of water in this one too. We're going to see how it goes. It may work, it may not, but it's kind of fun to see what might happen. So I will check in with you guys maybe tonight, but probably not until tomorrow because nothing is most likely going to happen today. All right, see you later. Bye. Okay, now we just looked at our beans that we planted yesterday, and we noticed that there were no changes. But scientists don't just make one observation and say, oh, I'm done. I don't have to do anything else. They make observations every day over a long period of time so that they can notice changes and ask new questions. So we noticed today that the beans look the same as yesterday. They're still in their bags. They're still in their paper towels. We did move the navy beans to a new method of growing it. So that's a small change, but the beans looked the same. So why do you think we should record our observations in our journals, even if the seeds look the same as yesterday? What do you think? One of the reasons is that you want to record them in your journal so you know that they didn't change from day 1 to day 2. So you know it takes more than 1 day for the beans to start to grow. If you didn't write that down, you might not remember that, oh, it takes more than 1 day for a bean to start to grow. So because of that, we can think to ourselves, it might take many days for the bean to start to grow. So go ahead right now. Here's our science journal. In your science journal, you're going to write day 2. I'm going to make a little line here for day 2. And then you'll write the date on there. And then you'll record that you didn't notice anything different. Your picture can look the same as it did yesterday. And here, I want you to make a prediction about what changes we might see tomorrow. And I'll post a video for tomorrow, even though it's Friday. And also, I want you to predict how many days it might be before our beans start to look different and how long it might be before they start to grow. So on this page, you'll write, I predict that, or tomorrow I think that, and then we will see what happens tomorrow. Good job.